Hello and welcome. This is Deanne with the Winter Solstice Fire Ceremony. And as you can see, we have a modest fire tonight. You are welcome to build an outdoor fire and have some logs ready to put into the fire for your ceremony. There's no wrong way to do this. All that matters is that you have an opportunity to take time for some reflection. And I wanted to show an example of really keeping it manageable. I've never had the spirits or angels or God, anybody from the invisible world be short with me or say, well, geez, it really didn't look like you put much effort into this. There always feels like there's a celebration or encouragement that comes back of like, great that you're showing up, right? The understanding that we're doing the best we can with what we have as humans. And the ceremony is an opportunity to reflect and get connected to your intuition. And it's going to be a pretty short ceremony. A lot of times, my preparation for a ceremony is shorter than the time with the spirits themselves. It just seems like a different time zone, like they work much more efficiently. We humans, though, we sure spend a lot of time distracting. So in this darkness, we have a lot of opportunities to distract in holiday events or lighting, shopping, just all the things, right? And instead, I invite you to embrace this darkness, embrace this longest night of the year, leading into the new moon, the new energy, and finding the wisdom in the darkness. So how do we do that? Well, that's what this ceremony is about. It's regardless of your religious beliefs, the all this chaos can take us away from reflection. And when we don't take time to reflect, we have a harder time connecting deeply and really finding that fulfillment in life. So this practice invites you to calm the chaos. And naturally, then you start to disengage from the energy drains and really align with your highest values. This is about really honoring that you are a spirit in a human body, right? You're a spirit who came to this world for experiences, to learn and evolve, not to be on puppet strings. And that physical human body, it needs some tune-ups. It's dense. It needs to house us. And so that's a good thing. But like most things, it needs to be upgraded every once in a while to keep up with your soul's journey. So fulfillment comes from connecting to that soul, right? That unique divine presence that is you. And connecting yourself to your dream, your true nature, is what helps keep you inspired and empowered. When you're engaging in practices like this, even on a global level, you're contributing to the dismantling of outdated structures, the ones that are those low vibrations, right, that are not supporting your evolution. So all of that can feel like chaos, but chaos can be transformative. See, we humans, we don't like uncertainty, right? But if we can reframe this uncertainty, the letting go of old and the bringing in of new, if we can reframe this to, yeah, letting go of the old does create uncertainty because I'm not on the puppet strings. I'm not using the ruts in my brain, the pathways that I've known. That stuff no longer serves me. And yet the new is not quite familiar yet. And so that's why I feel unsettled. So if we can reframe this uncertainty to help ourselves, then we'll be more tolerant, more comfortable through the transformation. And you can ground yourself with the light using meditations like the Radiant Self meditation we did a couple weeks ago. So then you're creating calm in the chaos and you'll be able to extract the wisdom in it. So for today, um, just going to honor the natural death and rebirth that's occurring at this time of year. The death is the letting go of the old. The rebirth is, and then the light comes, right? This is a turning point. It's an opportunity for lots of change with the solstice, right? A couple days apart from the new moon. It's an opportunity to shift your trajectory for your greater good. And it's helpful when we have kind of milestones throughout the year for us to revisit the direction that we're headed and really realign, keep aligning, keep upgrading. We can take a lesson from the plants that go dormant during this time. They don't grieve, they don't try to hold on to their fruit or flower. They allow that to wither away. That's the old. And instead, they put their energy on the inside, deep within. And that's what we're doing here. If we skip the opportunity for reflection, that's when we end up setting goals. Like we have that list and it sits on the shelf, or we never look at it again through the year. We feel maybe driven by it or that we're failing it because the trajectory was not really our true nature. And so when we spend time in reflection and we align ourselves with our strengths and values, with what our true desires are, then that's when we feel that life force, that inspiration, and feel more empowered because it's like, yes, this is my life. This is what it's meant to be. So let's get a little more practical as we slide into the ceremony. I want you to think of some wishes you have for your life. Just whatever comes. It doesn't have to be the right one or the one you'll use tonight for ceremony. And out of that wish, notice what the hoped for outcome or the result of that wish is. So maybe you wished for more money so that you could have freedom. Or maybe you wish that you were better at speaking up for yourself so that you'd have time to take care of you. So attune to yourself, because that's the first step in co-creating with the universe. And then I'm going to ask you to let go of preconceived notions of how you're going to get there. So when you want more money to gain freedom, I would say that what your real, your heart's desire is freedom. That your mind or your experiences might have told you that if I had more money, then I would feel that freedom. But we're going to try to loosen the grip of the mind. Just like it sounds like really the heart's desire is to take care of yourself or to have time to take care of yourself in this example, as opposed to it's your heart's desire to speak up for yourself. But your thought was, well, if I could do that, then. And so I'd like you to take another moment on your wish and notice what's the end result. When we talk to the universe, we want to get better and better at really sharing what's the end result we're looking for. The alignment of self or the sense of self we get to be. So to continue playing with this, let's turn that wish into what if statements. Like, what if I find a job that aligns with my strengths and values? Maybe that's where freedom comes from. Or what if I have permission to take care of myself just the way I am? Like whether I'm speaking up for myself or not. Some others might be, what if I feel joy in my home? The implied is, instead of waiting for others to clean up, be quiet, give me some time, it's what if I feel joy in my home? What if it's available right now? Or what if I set that boundary with love in my heart? Instead of draining our energy on, what if that person understood or would just leave me alone or would honor and respect me? Instead of having to get defensive and justifying why you want what you want, what if I just set that boundary with love in my heart? So it's okay if those didn't flow. We're just kind of warming up your psyche, your emotional self, your physical self, your spiritual self. By reflecting on your wishes and formulating a what if statement, you're aligning your energy with that reality. Like you're showing the universe, here's my vibe. Like here's the radio station I intend to be broadcasting. So you're shifting your energy to already be there. And that's what people who are amazing manifestors do. They really align, not by just saying the thought, I'm going to do this, but by feeling it in their body. And we're going to do more of this in the ceremonies. This is the warm up. So for this winter solstice ceremony, you're inviting your being into the darkness, into just this quiet reflection. And then we're going to release the old and align the energy with the upgrade. New beginnings are possible by first clearing the table, right? Or letting go, consciously releasing habits, obligations, thought patterns, just processes that you've been perpetuating. So you don't have to know what those are, but in the moments of quiet, I invite you to play a little video clip or maybe channel surf in your mind what some of those habits, obligations, thought patterns are that aren't really serving your greater good. And you might know because the feeling in your body is frantic or exhausted. It's not like a quiet, calm, light generating, joy generating, gratitude generating. So, what if I move away from those habits and patterns that keep me on puppet strings? And when you're ready, you're going to take your toothpick, skewer, log, whatever you have, and you're going to blow that energy into the stick. And then you're going to offer it to the fire and ask the fire to transform it into light. Habits, obligations, thought patterns, those things that drain your energy, that don't serve your vitality. And offering that to the fire and letting it be transformed into light. I like to have just a little sprig of sage in there so that as that catches fire, it just, for me, it helps clear that old. Her altar does not need to be fancy. These are representations of things that helped me have, instead of thinking about it, I feel it when I see these. Whatever your way is, whether it's clear, bullet pointed list, or it's just more of the felt sense of surrendering. Please help me let go and release those habits, obligations, and thought patterns that aren't serving me. I want to grow. Like the serpent shows us, it outgrows its skin and it lets it go. And when you're ready, you're now going to bring to mind what you would like to manifest. Invite what will create harmony with your true nature. And some of you may still be discovering that, right? I think that's somewhat a lifelong. We go through stages and it changes. You're welcoming higher frequencies. You're welcoming higher realms of divine guidance. So I've said some things that are general, but go ahead and take a moment to articulate really your specific dreams and wishes that you would like to manifest. I'll say a few more general ones to help inspire you if you'd like. Please help me align to an upgraded version of myself. Okay, it's super general. You're asking the universe to use its wisdom. Please help me have the courage to show up authentically. Maybe you know that you get caught in pleasing or wanting to make sure everybody's happy with you. So please help me have the courage to show up authentically. Or please help me be humble and gain wisdom in the learning opportunities. Learning opportunities is my nice way of saying pain. Pain, pain, pain. Right? But please help me, instead of getting defensive or making other people bad or wrong, please help me stay open to the learning opportunities. Instead of perhaps protecting yourself with fight, flight, or shut down, the freeze, please help me gain wisdom in this learning opportunity. And perhaps you could bring to mind a specific learning opportunity that's being provided for you these days. And then I would like you to feel in your body as if this transformation has occurred. What would that be like? And let that fuel your heart's desire. Please help me. And then when you're ready, blow those desires into your stick, your next stick. Offer what you would like to manifest to the fire to be transformed into light. And as you continue to feel in your body as if it's happening, you might have to use your imagination if it's hard, as if it already exists. Feel how you would move about in the world, how you would perhaps take time for yourself, with a lighter, freer feeling in your body. And offer gratitude to the universe, source, God, creator, whatever it is for you. And be as specific as you can again here. So it might sound like Thank you for showing me how to navigate my family with more peace in my heart. Perhaps with the holidays, some of you will get a chance to practice that gratitude. Or thank you for the web of light, so I feel connected. I feel warm in my heart instead of cold and alone. So again, with gratitude, just adding to that light. Thank you. Because when you transform yourself, you bring more light, you contribute more light, not only for your own life, but for all of us. Not only do you show the universe that you're ready, but you elevate your own frequency. And by doing that, you serve the whole world, all of us, raising our vibration, increasing our frequency, dreams a new world into being. So thank you for showing up. If you'd like to just stare at your fire and drift off, or continue to stay in these 3 steps, or drift off from here, you're welcome to.